Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to introduce ISM code or International Safety Management Code. As you know, that ISM code or International Safety Management Code is management systems applied to the ships for the safety of marine and also for the ship and the crew. International Safety Management Code or ISM code is made mandatory by the Chapter 19.9 in the SOLAS from the 1st of July 1998. And these codes come into force on the 1st of July 2002. These ISM codes are mandatory for the wider range of cargo ships and also for mobile offshore DD units. So why the people or the company apply ISM code there, and what is ISM code? What is the objective of the ISM code? The ISM code objective can be informed as follows. First, to ensure the safety of life at sea, the safety of the ship, the safety of the crew, and the safety of marine. The second is prevent human injury or loss of life, avoid damage to the environment with focus on the marine environment. The ISM code establishes the following safety management of the company. First, provide safe practice in ship operations and working environments. The second, establish safeguard against all identified risks. And the third one is continuously improve safety management skills of personnel ashore and on board of ship. These skills include the preparation for emergencies related to the safety and environment protection. Talking about ISM code, we should know that ISM code applicable to some ships include all ships of 500 GRT and above, which engage in international voyages and propelled by mechanical means. The second is passenger ships, which engage international voyage, and also the company. Company means the owner of the ship or any other organization or person, such as the manager or the bareboat charter, has assumed the responsibility for operation of the ships from the shipbuilders, and who, on assuming such responsibilities, has agreed to take over all duties and responsibility posed by the ISM code. Now we would like to talk about the history of ISM code. ISM code for the first time based on the accidents of many ships, based on the casualty and the sank of many ships. And after that, the IMO declare some resolutions. The first resolution called IMO Resolution A647, Chapter 16 in 1989. And these IMO resolutions states the guidelines on management for the safe operations of ships and pollution preventions. Was the first set of management guidelines for the marine industry. The second is IMO resolutions A680 1991, which recognize the need for an appropriate organization of management to respond to the unique needs of shipboard personnel. The third one, IMO resolutions A741 in 1993, which states that a shift from the IMO philosophy of hardware regulation to the software elements of the ship management. The relevant dates, SOLAS IMO adopted into SOLAS in 1994. Mandatory for passenger ships, including high-speed craft, tankers, bulk carriers, and high-speed craft carrying cargo of 500 GRT and over. And this apply in the 1st July 1998. And mandatory for cargo ship and self-propelled mobile observatory units of 500 GRT and over on the 1st of July 2002. Talking about ISM codes, there are some proofs to know that the ship or the company comply with the regulations or the code. The first is the documents of compliance or DOC. The DOC is issued by the company to the company if the company successful audit of the shoreside aspect on the safety management systems. The certificate apply as valid for 5 years, and the audit can be done at least 3 months before the due date and 3 months after the due date. Besides DOC, there is also a certificate called the Safety Management Certificate. These certificates like DOC, it needs the valid of DOC or document compliance, and it is valid also 5 years. It is for the ship, and the ship can get the safety management certificate after fulfilling all of the audit requirements. Subject to annual verification between the second and third anniversary with provision for more audit. This is more likely in the early days of ISM code implementation. In ISM codes, we know also about temporary certifications. It is given to the company like DOC if the company fulfill the requirements, the minimum of the ISM code, and can demonstrate plan for full compliance, and this valid for 12 months. Temporary safety management certificate can be issued also to the ship that fulfill the requirements of the audit, and it can be valid for 6 months. Safety management certificate. Safety management's objective of the company are the first, provide for safe working practice and a safe working environment. The second, establish safeguard against possible risk. And the third, continuously improve safety management skill of personnel ashore and aboard the ship. So the safety management system should ensure compliance with mandatory rules and regulations. That means all of the rules, regulations, national or international, should be followed by the ship or the company who apply ISM code. And also codes and guidelines, both statutory and organizational, are taken into account. Promulgation and understanding of company as well as rules and guidelines. It is the task of the business supervisor to the general knowledge of the company and statutory regulations and instructions. So, what is the functional requirements for ISM? Safety management. SMS is safety and environmental policy. It means that the company should apply or should perform the general directors or the president director should make a policy about the safety and environment. The ship and the company should provide instruction and procedures to the safe operation of the vessel in compliance with the relevant international and flex state legislations. Define levels of authority and communication between shore and ship personnel. A procedure for reporting accident and non-conformation to code. A procedure for responding to emergency situations, etc. Procedure for internal audit and management review. A system in place for the onboard generation of plans and instruction for key sequence operations. These tasks may be divided into two categories: special operations and critical sequence operations. ISM code requirements. The ISM code requires every company to develop, implement, and maintain a safety management systems, which includes these functional requirements: a safety and operation policy, instructions and procedures to safe operation of ship, protection of the environment, in compliance with the international legislations, define level of authority and line of communication, procedure for reporting accidents and non-conformities with the provision of this code, procedure to prepare and respond of emergency situations, and procedure for international audits and management review. ISM codes, there are parts, part A and part B. Part A about implementations, and part B about certification and verification. Part A comprises 12 items. There are general, it talk about the ISM code. The second is safety and environmental protection policy. This policy is signed by the president directors and put on to the place that can be seen easily. The third company responsibility and authority. It means that every person in the company, at the company, which apply for the ISM code and for the ship should clear responsibility about job and as well. Designated persons, it means is sometimes called as DPA. DPAs are persons of the company that who responsible for the ship operations and responsible for the safety of ship, the relations between the company and the ship. Master's responsibility and authority means that master has responsible for the safety on the ship. They can do everything, consider good or consider safe to do something for the safety. And the sixth resource personnel, it means that the company should provide resource and personnel for the ship. The resource that all need by the ship should be provided by the company, and personnel or who should fulfill the requirements of CWTC, and then shipboard operations. It means that the procedures, the work instructions of the ship should be provided, emergency preparedness. It means that the ship should prepare the emergency, should provide a unit of emergency, and make the procedure to assure that the emergencies which will be happen can be done. The ship which comply with ISM code should make reports and analysis of non-conformities, accidents, and hazardous occurrence found by the ship. And so, if there is an accident, non-conformities, the crew or the captains or the persons who has duty about it should make a report and analysis, then send to the company and also to another ship. And the next slide is about maintenance of the ships and equipment. It means that the ship should be maintained, should do survey based on class regulations and also the statutory regulations. And the next is about documentations. Documentation is that all of the documents needed by the company or by the ship should be provided and should be comply with it. And then company verification, review and evaluation, that the company has a duty to verify and review and evaluation of the safety management system of the ships. And then now part D about certification and verifications. The first it talk about certification periodical verifications in ships which apply or fulfill ISM code. There are certifications. It's about one in a year that we call like initial audit, and then every 2 and 3 years it should be carried out intermediate audit, and the last one every 5 years during the audit. Interim certifications means that interim certificate can be given to the company and also to the ships if the auditor consider that the company and the ship fulfill a minimum requirements of the ISM code. Forms of certificates also can be given to the company or the ship which carry out the certification. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.